Oof. Ooh. Just let that all spill out. Hey there, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it is your first time here. My name is Erin and I make videos about sewing and what I get up to in my sewing room. Today we are not in my sewing room. I am on the floor in another room of my house because I have a big stack of deliveries. I was out of town and I had my mail on hold, and I had happened to order quite a lot of fabric right before I left and then while I was gone, and I had some patterns printed. So all of this was waiting for me on the front porch when I pulled into my driveway, and it is now many, many hours later because I had a toddler to take care of until now. She still exists. She's just asleep. It took her a very long time to fall asleep. She's just asleep. Anyway, I just felt like I phrased that weirdly. Like I had her and now I don't, but she's still here. Just unconscious in a normal way. I'm tired. Okay. I have also grabbed a couple other pieces that I received or bought relatively close to when I left, so it's all kind of like in the same grouping. And I'm going to talk potentially a little bit about the patterns I'm planning to use for these cuts, but that's like not a binding agreement. I just try to at least look at a pattern I would want to use for fabric when I'm ordering it to make sure I have enough. So that's kind of what I'm going to talk about when I'm talking about plans. So I also wanted to do this because, Joann's closed a couple months ago now, relatively recently still. And my Joann's actually closed a year before all the other ones liquidated. I have found clearly quite a few fabric shops online that I really like. One of these is new to me. Yeah, one of these, was my first time ordering. So I found quite a few online fabric shops that I really love that have good prices, good quality, and I probably spend more on fabric now than I did when I had a Joann's. And that is because shipping. I always want to justify the shipping. So I buy things that I know I will use at some point, but it leads to me buying more, I think. I don't actually have the data to back that up. I just feel like I've acquired more since my Joann's closed. So hopefully all of you that recently had a Joann's closed do better than I do and don't buy more. But if you are looking to shop online, these are definitely some stores that I recommend. Let's just get into it. How do I want to do this? I guess let's open the patterns first because I think some of those are ones that I was thinking of for the fabric. So let's see. I get my patterns printed by Tape Free Patterns. They always have the cutest mailers. They're different pretty much every time I order. Every couple months, they're always different, but they're always cute. It is a mother and daughter duo in Texas who print these. Their prices are incredibly reasonable, really good. And a while ago, they reached out to me and offered me a discount code, and that is always down in my description box. So if you ever are wanting to order patterns and you remember oh yeah, Tape Free Patterns, Erin Sews has a code, it's always in the description box. So you don't have to go find a specific video for the code. It's just always down there. I don't get anything from it, but I really, really love this company, and it makes their already incredible prices even more incredible. So they come in these folders. Wow, I didn't get as many printed as I thought. So I got the Green Style Solana board shorts for my husband. Don't have plans on making those anytime soon, but Green Style had a sale. The sales in May were kind of ridiculous. There were Mother's Day sales, Me Made May sales, just sales in general. I say ridiculous, I guess, in a good way. So I was very inspired to get the Solana board shorts because talked about her before, but her name is Jen. She drafts for Styla. She sewed a pair for her husband and showed them, and I was like, ooh, I really like those. I follow her on Instagram. Well, I don't follow her. I don't follow anyone. My dog follows her. My dog follows very few people. So someone recommended her highlights for, what was the problem I was having? It was a long time ago. Oh, flat locking, faux flat locking. That's how I originally found her. And she has such great educational videos and reels and stuff. She's great, I would say like more advanced techniques or like intermediate techniques. She has a lot of good reels and highlights walking you through how to do those things. So I'll leave her Instagram information down below. Okay, I got the Danny shorts and pants and the Emerson shorts and pants. These are both from True Bias. True Bias had a sale and they don't do a ton of sales. I think they do them like 2 or 3 times a year. So I picked up both of these and they are, oh, pattern's not layered. Gonna be for kind of a secret squirrel project I'm gonna start working on. Hopefully soon, probably not as soon as I want, but I need both of these for something. I got the Sinclair Patterns Nori Peg Leg pants. I got these when they were released. They are elasticated waist, kind of like joggers, kind of barrel-legged-ish, if I remember correctly. They're cute. And I got them, I think, right after I sewed the Jacquarda shorts, which are also by Sinclair Patterns. And I like how those fit. I do think I need to make a little bit of a modification, but they're very comfortable, very wearable without any modifications. So I bought these thinking like it'll be kind of the same deal, hopefully. And then I got the Falconer pants wide and barrel leg. I got them both printed, but they come, like when you purchase the pattern from Helen's Closet, they come together. They're just 2 separate files from Helen's Closet. In the Helen's Closet 10-year anniversary sale recently. I also got the Ashton top and the sleeve, hi Bubba, and the sleeve add-on pack, expansion pack, that's what it's called. But I had already printed that on my home printer, so I didn't get it printed also. And now I feel like I should have. As long as I was getting stuff printed, I should have gotten those files printed too. But here we are. So now let's move into the fabric. Speaking of the Helen's Closet Ashton top, I went to my local quilt shop right before I left, like the day before I left, and I got 2 pieces of fabric from the Groove line. It's a Moda fabric line by Emily Van Hoff. So it's this really neutral. It's wrinkly because I already washed it, but I didn't press it yet. It's hard to tell. I have bad lighting everywhere in my house. So it's like a cream and a white, but it has these squiggles all over it. So I thought that would make a really great woven tee, a good neutral one that's neutral but fun. So that's what the plan is for that. I got 2.5 yards of this. I meant to get 1.5, but I said 2.5. But it is super neutral. It's a quilting cotton. I will find other uses for the extra yardage. Then, okay, so I got that one because I was like, okay, good neutral, but fun. This one is like, oh, I'm so excited for it. Okay, this is also from Groove. Ooh, you guys, how cool is that? It's squiggles, but they're like braided around each other and looped in these beautiful, bold colors. Like, oh, I'm just so excited. And I have what I think is the perfect pattern for it. And I just want to make this so soon, but I have such a list of things I like have to make. Anyway, the pattern I have is McCall's 8312. And I think I'm going to make view. Are the sleeves on A and B the same? I can't quite tell. But I want to do, I guess, view B. I don't want the ruffle at the bottom. And I think that's going to be like perfect for this. Do you guys agree? I'm very, very excited for this. I'm trying to see what the difference is in those sleeves. Yeah, I think A and B have the same sleeves. I think there are only 2 sleeve options. But like, oh, it's gonna be so good. Okay, so that is it from my quilt shop. Then the other thing I had received in the mail before I left was from Stitch Happens. This was my first time ordering from Stitch Happens, and I got some of their swimwear. They did a sale. And with the exchange rate from the Canadian dollar, because it's a Canadian shop, to the US dollar, it was, and their shipping was reasonable. I think it was actually shipped from the US. There are a couple Canadian shops I've ordered from that are close enough, I guess, to the border that they can ship from the US, so you don't get any international shipping charges, which is super nice. And tariffs. I don't understand tariffs. I don't know how to keep up. I'm not an economist. I do my best to be like what's happening in the world, but the nuances of tariffs and what applies when and where and how and what the dollar amount is, first of all, is changing so constantly, or at least was for a while. And second of all, like I don't, that's not my field. So all that to say, I have ordered from a couple of Canadian companies since all of the tariff shenanigans started, and I've not had issues. Core Fabrics, who I do have an order from, has like a little disclaimer on their website that they might pass along the tariff costs to you for certain goods, and then if you go to check out with a potentially tariffed item in your cart, a little notice pops up. At least this was current as of a couple weeks ago. Who knows what's happening now? A little notice would pop up saying like, I understand that I might be charged on these items. I did not end up ordering anything that might potentially happen for, because I have no idea how much it would be and I didn't want to commit to that. So that's the only place I've seen it pop up as a potential issue. Back to what I got from Stitch Happens. I got 2 pieces of swimwear. I got this very highlighter neon pink. And I was hoping it would go with this other fabric I got. It's a little too bright to really go with it, but that's okay. It'll go with other things, or I'll just make it on its own because it's swimwear. And then, yeah, this is the other piece I got. I don't remember exactly how much I got of each. I think I got like 1 meter of this and 2 meters of this. That sounds ridiculous now that I say it, like for swimwear, but I think I wanted to make my daughter and I matching suits, like matching rash guard suits, something like that. So super, super cute, super fun. I think I'm nailing down my style, and it is something along the lines of elementary school art teacher. And I'm not mad about it. Okay, so that was Stitch Happens. I was very impressed with their shipping time. Didn't need to interact with their customer service at all. Shipping costs, the conversion between currencies worked out in my favor. And yeah, I think I'll definitely order more from them in the future. I know they have like a good amount of activewear and stuff. They seem to have a pretty decent spectrum of fabric types on offer. So I think I will order again from there in the future. What next? Let's do Manurva, because I think the stuff in here is the most boring. But I ordered from Manurva. This was my second time placing an order with them, and the first time I also ordered something very boring. But it turns out finding basics is kind of difficult. And I also always found that at Joann's also. Like just finding a basic cotton jersey in a specific color, sometimes very, very difficult. And I continue to find that to be true on the internet. Okay, so, oh yes. I placed this order using my friend Christine's code. Christine at Christine Sews a Lot is a Manurva ambassador. So in the description of her videos, she will have her current code. I believe it changes quarterly. But if you go check her most recent video, it should have a code in there that'll give you 10% off, I want to say. Is there a packing slip in here? I don't think so. But I want to say it's like 10% off. And she does earn a small commission from it, but it doesn't make it any more expensive for us. So I used that code to order, and yeah, the reason I placed this order was to get this cotton jersey. Oh, this is not really what I wanted, dang it. My grandmother-in-law asked me to recreate a ready-to-wear shirt she has. And I like took measurements of it and everything. I think I'm gonna use the Love Notions classic tee as the base of it, and then just make it match the dimensions of the shirt she likes. But it is 100% cotton jersey, and it is like squishy. It's a squishy, soft cotton jersey. This is not that. It's good. It's a good standard 100% cotton jersey. And this is, you know, the downside of ordering online. Everything's not always going to be what you want it to be. I'll still make her the shirt out of this, but I will probably continue the hunt to find something as squishy as she wanted. The limitation I'm running into is that she wants it to be like primary color red. And that has been difficult to find. So I will make it out of this, see how it fits her. And yeah, I think I got 1.5 meters because the shirt she's pretty small, but the shirt has like 3/4 length sleeves and stuff. So just to be sure, I got 1.5 meters. I'm kind of bummed. It's just like not as squishy as I needed it to be. Now, a tip for shopping online is to look at the GSM, and that can help you determine how like thick it's going to be, how heavy it is, how dense really it is more accurate. But dang it. Okay, well, I think it'll work. I'm still gonna do it. Then I got this cotton gauze, just in a white, once again to make a woven tee. I really am feeling the woven tees lately. So got this to make some sort of basic top. And this is nice. This is so much different than the double gauze I sewed last summer. I sewed a dress using a double gauze that I got when my Joann's closed, and it was very difficult. It was very, very open weave, very, very squishy. So like it was hard when it went under the presser foot and stuff, just like keep everything even. This is very different. This is seems definitely more structured and less bubbly, less bubbly. So I'm excited about that because this seems like it's gonna be a much better experience. I might have had the same thought with this. I'm clearly in my mind gonna make 1 million woven tees. I might have had a similar idea with this. This is just a shirting. It's looking a little more gray on camera, but it's a blue. That's what and then white 100% cotton jersey, because my white shirts are no longer white in the armpits. And that's just how it is. I've worn them a ton. I made them last year, and I've worn them a ton. So it's just time to make new ones. So I got maybe 2 meters of that, 2.5 maybe, to make sure I would have enough to make 2 shirts, I think is what I'm aiming for. So that was Manurva, all kind of boring, but it's kind of one of the only places where I can find a lot of basics. Like some websites will have, you know, a couple colors of cotton jersey, but then you can't always find all the basics that you. Manurva's good for basics. Next, I'll do Serge fabrics. I order from Serge so much. And it actually recently hit me. They have a loyalty program, and I think you get a point for every $1 you spend. And you can, you know, sometimes get bonus points if you leave a review or like them on some social media or something. I don't know that I've ever done any of that, but I'm almost at 1,000 points, and that is woof. But I love their fabrics. For a while, I would only buy their active wear fabrics. Now I've branched out into trying their other stuff, and it's all good. So cannot go wrong with Serge Fabrics. They are a small family-owned company based out of Missouri, I want to say. Super quick. Like their stuff gets out the door so fast. The shipping is fast. I've never that I can remember had a bad experience. That was their fault. I think I've had some stuff delayed, but that was because of like the mail delivery. They always have stuff out the door so quickly. So they recently added some like patriotic dead stock to their catalog collection to the site, and I do have cause for some sort of patriotic outfit later this year after the 4th of July and Labor Day and stuff. So I decided to go ahead and order this stuff for both my daughter and I while it was on sale. Their sales when a new fabric comes out are always, or at least almost always, 15% off. And then pretty much every Friday they also feature a type of fabric for 15% off. Okay, this is a blue and white organza, so it is gonna have to be lined, but I don't need this outfit until like October. Maybe not, I don't know. On the website it said it would need to be lined. Yeah, I think it's gonna, let's see. Light's not behind me, so it probably won't show. Oh, you can still see the outline of me. I do think I'm gonna have to line it because what I'm thinking of making is the True Bias Shelby romper. But I mean, this is really light. I don't want to line stuff. October's still going to be pretty toasty here. I knew that when I bought this. It said it very clearly in the description that it would probably need to be lined. So we'll see. Anyway, I do love it. I'll figure out something for it. Well, I'm gonna end up making the Shelby and lining it, I think is gonna be something I figure out, and I'm just gonna deal with it. And then I got this, which I think is a shirting, to make something for my daughter. And it's really soft. That's really nice. So yeah, I'm gonna make her a cute little dress or outfit or something with this. And then I also checked their sale section. I got dark gold gray athletic stretch woven to make, I don't know, shorts. I was planning on making shorts for my husband. Now I might make something for me. Anyway, it was on sale for $10 a yard, so I went ahead and grabbed that up. Look at the stretch. And there's my dog again. It is late. I need to go to bed. So, yeah. And then I also got 2 packs of labels because I'm kind of low on labels. I got Kylie and the Machine labels. This one is the Me Made Definition. And then this one is You Are Loved in different colors. Okay, one more company. This one I am like, oh, so stoked for. Okay, so this is Core Fabrics. I ordered from them a couple months ago, back in February or March, and I had been long enough that I got like the automatic come shop again. Here's a 15% off coupon code. And they had a couple of fabrics drop recently that I was actively talking myself into not buying. Like, I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it, I don't need it. And then they sent me that email. And I was like, well, fine. I'll do it. And I sure did. So I ordered those 2 that I really wanted. And then because fabric cannot travel alone, I got 2 less fun ones. Okay. Ooh, this is picnic print cotton voile. And I love it. They give you like a whole info card attached to it. Citrus picnic print cotton voile, 100% cotton. It's 56 inches across, and I got 2.5 meters. So again, oh man, it's gonna have to be lined. Well, I think if I make a shirt, it won't. I'll just wear a nude demi bra. Anyway, how fun is this? So this is one, and I convinced myself out of buying this one because I was like, well, you know, I love it, but it's fine. Like, I don't need it. So I had let that pass, and everything was fine. Everything was fine. I wasn't gonna buy anything. And then this one came out. And this is the one that I was actively convincing myself not to buy still. I was like, no, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. And I got the code. And I'm not upset that I bought these. This is Color Theory Print Eco Vero Viscose, 52 inches wide, and I got 3 meters. And like, oh my God, do you see what I mean by elementary school art teacher? Like, between the groove and this, like, do you see the vibe I'm going for, I think? And this one, I don't have a super specific pattern in mind. When I looked at the requirements and decided to get it, I think I looked at the Porter Woven Pack because I wear my dress from that all the time. I actually wear not all. I wear some of my makes from that all the time. It was a collaboration I did with Stacey J from Stacey J Studio last year. So I made sure I should have enough to do some version of the Porter. I want a dress. I don't know. That's it. This is the, it's a style art dress, Nova woven dress. I get complimented on this every time I wear it. It's looking sad. I do need to phase it out. But of course, gingham is in the summer. It has rickrack on it. I get compliments on it every time I go out. At the zoo last week, this woman beelined across a courtyard to be like, where did you get your dress? And I had to tell her I made it. Okay, that's actually not how it happened. She came over. She said, I have to tell you something. And I thought she was going to tell me that like my kid was running off. I'm like, no, she's right there. And I said, yeah. And she said, I love your dress. She's like, I've been looking for one just like that and I can't find it anywhere. I said, oh, thank you. And everything in me was like, don't say I made it. Don't say I made it. You don't have to say I made it. Just take the compliment. And I said, oh, thank you. And she goes, may I ask where you got it? she opened the door and I was like, oh, I made it. She was like, wow, do you sell dresses? Like, no, I just, sew for myself and my family. She's like, wow, I have been looking for that. We should then chat a little longer, but I was just like, oh, yes. So anyway, I do love this dress. I wore the snot out of it last summer. It's in kind of rougher shape. So I think at the end of the summer, it's gonna have to retire, but I love it. It's the best gathered sack you could imagine. I don't think I'm gonna do that with this, but something kind of along the lines, oversized, flowy, gathered, seems to be working well for my wardrobe right now. So, yes. I'm so happy I bought this, you guys. Like, oh, I just smelled it. I don't know why I smelled it. It smells neutral. So yeah, this I am, yes. So these were the 2 fun ones I got, and I have 0 regrets. I'm so glad they sent me that coupon code and like pushed me over to doing it, because, love. This one actually also, I think I was thinking of doing a porter top or something kind of like that. The dress I made has the ties. I thought that would be really cute with this. This is, hefty, midweight cotton canvas in the color Fern. 340 GSM or 10 ounces a yard. Oh, this is such a nice color because it's not olive. I like olive, don't get me wrong, but I feel like olive is like always what I think of for bottom weight stuff, and I really like this color. I'm thinking falconer pants. That's that. I've seen some really cool ones that have, because on the falconer there's like a panel down the side basically. Some like the pockets are really uniquely done, and there's basically a panel down the side. That's pretty wide, and I have seen some versions where people do like a quilted panel that I think would be really cool. So, okay, let's just talk about this. So we could have falconer pants with cool quilted inlay, Ashton top, very nice and neutral but fun. That's all I wanted to talk about. And then the last piece I got, we're heading on, I think the most boring one. This is 11.75 ounce non-stretch organic cotton denim white. And I got 2 meters of this. Yeah. So, some white denim, because I think I would like white denim stuff in my life. Basically any pants. I don't really know which ones. Probably won't make them anytime soon. And also like the falconer pants, unfortunately, like I would love to make them soon, but I do not need pants in this weight in my life until December. So hopefully I do. I mean, that should give me enough time that I can actually potentially make them, but let's not, I just hope I don't forget I have these. It's kind of very likely. So that does it for my kind of unhinged fabric haul of stuff that arrived basically all at the same time. I already have a very crowded sewing room, so I don't know where I'm planning to put all this, but that's a problem for me to figure out tomorrow. For today, I just get to be so happy. I think my favorite is definitely this one. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorites are. Let me know if you've ordered from any of these companies and what your experiences have been, if they've been as positive as mine, or recommend other companies down below. I've used some others repeatedly. They just didn't show up in this haul because we have to have limits, you guys. And yeah, I think these are definitely my 3 favorite. The prints, wow, what a shock. Like, oh God, I'm so excited to sew this. Really excited for this dress. I'm excited for all. I'm so many ideas. I'm so inspired. I just need my job to be sewing all day for myself. Is that too much to ask? Apparently it is. That does it for today's video, you guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of my fabric and patterns and very loose plans for a couple of items. And I will talk to you down there. Bye.